Kaczor up to the stage. Good evening. It's here for Gabe. Coming together. It's here for the band. I had the good fortune to participate in Fork Tales with Seth back in November, and he has a great concept going, pairing good stories with great food, and I like what Gabe's got going on here, pairing two of my favorite things: telling stories and live music. And beer. And you know, one of my favorite things is going out and listening to live music with my friends. And yeah, so when my friends come to town, the first thing I do is check all the local venues to see who's playing. Let's go out and see some good music. And I love that feeling of, you know, dancing and looking around and being surrounded by buddies. And I'm about to experience this. This loner minivan and my buddies pull into String Cheese Incident show in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire at the Casino Ballroom. And String Cheese Incident is a bluegrass jam band show. So you go in and there's lights and people doing hula hoop and you know, people cheering, laughing, not paying attention to music. You don't know if they just started the song or they've been playing for 20 minutes. And so we get in the van and we're psyched, we're excited. We thought, yeah, well, you know, we'll have a beer here and a smoke, and then we'll head in. I got some of my best buddies with me. I've got two buddies from elementary school and two buddies that I met in grad school, training to be elementary school teachers. And I just moved up to Maine and from Central New York, and hadn't really met anybody yet. And it was about a month in, and Indigenous Peoples Day weekend, as I like to call it. And I was anxious to see some familiar faces and let some steam off. And so I called my buddy down in Portsmouth and said, hey, you know, what's going on this weekend? Nah, nothing. You know, the weather sucks, but you know, come on down, you know, we'll head out to Portsmouth and, you know, catch some music or something, you know. So that was a good plan for me. I was, you know, generally on the weekends I'd drive into my apartment and stay there until I was off to school Monday morning. So I was driving down to Portsmouth and visit my buddy. Meanwhile, I get a call from my other buddy from New York, and he, you know, he's like, hey, you know, turns out I got a 3-day weekend, you know, Columbus Day weekend. What are you up to? And I'm like, I'm actually on my way down to Portsmouth, but, you know, come on up, man. You know, we'll hang out in Portsmouth tomorrow, and you come up and check out my new place up here in Camden. And he's like, all right, yeah, I'm in. And, you know, I hung up with him, and it was my buddy Calvin. We've been buddies since 2nd grade, and all that time, you know, I know better. You know, I'll make a plan with Calvi and get my hopes up, and, yeah, I'm not going to make it, man. Yeah, all right. So, you know, at least I was going to go down, I was going to be with Dennis. So, anyways, going down, feeling good. Friday night, I go out with my buddy Dennis and his friend Ann, who he's known since he was in elementary school. And, you know, Friday night's its own story. Saturday morning, we wake up recovering from Friday night, I think. And I check my phone, and there's a message there from Kelby. And so I'm listening, and he called about an hour and a half ago. Hey man, you know, my mom gave me, you know, the keys to her car. My car is, you know, not reliable enough. You know, poor kid just out of college. You know, but I got the Impala. I'm on my way. Tell my buddies, hey, you know, Kelly's actually on his way. I'm psyched. And they're like, all right, you know, hey, let's show him a good time. Let's see if there's something going on. So my buddy Dennis gets online, and he's, you know, checking out the venues in town, and right about that same time I get a phone call, you know, hello, dude, hey man, what's going on? I'm in Albany. All right, you know, yeah, you should be here in about 4 hours. My mom's car broke down. The air conditioning compressor broke and busted the serpentine belt. He's like, they're not gonna be able to look at it till Monday. I gotta call somebody in Holland Pad and have them come out here and pick me up and bring me back. oh man, nothing we can do about that. I'm not driving down to Albany to pick him up. Hang up the phone with him. My buddy Dennis is like, hey, String Cheese Incident's playing in Hampton Beach tonight. He's like, that'd be awesome to check it out. And when he said that, it occurred to me, I said, hey, there is something we can do. I called my buddy Josh. Yo, what are you doing? Cool. Sorry. Got excited. Guess what Kelby's doing? Nah, man, he's broke down in Albany. Here's what I want you to do. Drive out to Albany and pick him up. But instead of bringing him back to Manhattan, I want you guys both to be on your way to Portsmouth to come visit. Yeah, man, we're gonna have fun out here. We're gonna, probably go out and check out some music. We got some tickets to String Cheese Incident tonight. Yeah, man, seriously. Yeah, come on out. Pick up Kelby and meet us out. So my buddy Josh, heads out and he gets to show up to see Kelby, just sitting on the, just outside the mechanics, bummed, and he's like, hey, man, we're going to Portsmouth, and so they're off. And I'll let those guys tell that story, but I can tell you this. It was October 8th of 2005, and there was this storm that came through New England. Most streams were experiencing 100 to 500 year floods. I think the village of Alstead, New Hampshire, pretty much just got washed away into the Connecticut River. And they drove through this to come visit me. So what made a 5-hour drive, what was normally a 5-hour drive, was a 7-hour drive for them. So by the time they showed up, Dennis and I already had a few beers, and they were looking pretty traumatized as this, soccer mom's van rolls in. But it wasn't anything a beer couldn't fix, and so they have some beers, but they were kind of anxious. So like, hey man, let's go get this music. It's going to start in a half an hour. How far away is it? And we're like, it's about a half an hour. We should probably be going. Yeah, let's go. And so, we get on the road, and it is just, the weather is awful. I mean, the rain is coming down so hard. Josh has got the windshield wipers on full blast, but I keep telling him, turn the windshield wipers up. All you can see are blurry headlights and blurry tail lights and a squiggly white line, a squiggly double yellow line. And, if Dennis didn't know the way there, I don't think we would have made it. We would end up in a ditch. Anyways, we're feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm in the back seat with Ann and Dennis and Kelby and Josh are up in the front, and we're blaring String Cheese Incident, getting ready for the show, and we're all feeling really good and kind of laughing and sharing jokes. And all of a sudden, right behind us, police lights. And I can't say we weren't committing any crimes, but they were victimless if we were. But Josh said, oh man, and he pulls over to the side of the road, and we're like, we kind of put our beers down low, and the cop comes up on us and right past, and it was like, oh, okay, phew, all right, we're on, okay, woo, feeling good, going to the show, going to see some music. And so we get on the road, and we're going, oh, I should tell you this, because Josh and Kelby already know this. If I didn't mention that, I'm thinking I didn't. So Josh and Kelby get there, and they're like, hey, yeah, let's go check out this music. You got the tickets, right? Oh, yeah. I said, no, I don't have the tickets, but we can definitely get them there. The weather's, who's going out in this? The weather's, such and such, so, we'll be able to pick up tickets there, no big deal. And so we're on our way, cop goes by, we're feeling good, we're like, yeah, no big deal, woo! Going to see some music. We get about another mile down the road, and there's a cop in the middle of the road, lights on, and say, oh man, maybe there's a washout, we gotta go through, maybe we gotta go all around, are we gonna be able to make it in this show? As we come up, we see cars pulled over on the side of the road, and we get closer, we can see it, there was actually a head-on collision. And I was like, oh man, turn down the music, and we come, and there's this sound, all of a sudden, what's that sound? As we come up, there's the sound of a car horn, and as we're passing through, the headlights of another car is silhouetting, a head on a steering wheel. As we're passing, and more flashing lights are coming from behind us, and we're like, oh, what do we do? It's like, well, we're not going to stop. People are coming, and no way we can help, and we've got some music to go see. And so we're, let's get out of here before, we need to be involved with everything here. And we're, new to the scene. And so we just kind of, excuse us, going to see some music. And off we go, and it's like, wow, I think we just saw some shit, So we, man, all right, well, we're going to see some music, and we're here with our buddies, woo! And all right, yeah, and we, all right, we cool off a little bit. We having our, drinks in the back seats there, and come around another corner, ready to turn up the music, and all of a sudden, there on the side of the road is an SUV, completely engulfed in flames. And so, we're coming up on it, like, everything's blurry, right? Everything's blurry, so maybe it was anything else. And so we're driving up on it, and we're coming slowly, and, I guess there weren't any other cars in the scene. There's a whole bunch of fire trucks and ambulances and police cars, maybe 2 or 3 miles down the road that way. But here, there's nobody, and I was like, all right, we want to be helpful, but there's nobody outside of this car being like, hey, there's nobody, we don't have fire hydrants or anything, so, and if we call 911, we've got to hang around and, wait till somebody comes, and we know they're busy, we know it's going to be a while, and, we kind of want to go see this music concert, so, let's go. And so off we go. There's a collective sigh of relief when we hit Hampton Beach city limits, Okay, all right, turn the music back up. All right, ooh, shake all that off, man. Wow, that's intense. Kelby and Josh have already driven 7 hours through white knuckle, torrential downpour. So we get in and we get to the parking lot for the casino ballroom, and we find a spot right away. It wasn't close. The parking lot was packed, but. Like I said, we'll have a beer there, and we're kind of looking out, and we probably have tailgated outside, but it was a loaner minivan, so we could just trash it, and it was 40 degrees and raining, so there was we were inside, but you kind of look out, and I don't see anybody, I don't see any other sign of life, and so we finish our beers and we open up the door to the vineyard. It's like we just stepped out into Antarctica, man. It was nobody out there. I was like, the show is definitely happening. No, we're good. We're going to be able to do this. And we go around the beach side of the building, and sure enough, we see some people under the awning smoking cigarettes, and now we start to hear the music. We get a little skip to our step, and it's like, all right, yeah, now everything's coming together, and I look, and I got my buddy Dennis and Ann and Kelby and Josh with me, and kind of making our way down, and I look up into the box office, and there's no line, so that's not a problem. We're going to be able to just walk right up and get some tickets. And as we get closer, we're really hearing the music now, and I look at the box office, and there's not anybody in the box office, so that poses a little bit of a problem. And we get up there, and there's a sign on there, sold out, which posed a really big problem. Considering, everything we'd been through to just get there, and considering I told Josh and Kelby I had tickets, then we could definitely get tickets. I was feeling a little bit culpable. And so it sold out, and all this build-up, all this, hell and high water, literally, to get there. Oh man, so Dennis and Ann are, thinking about places in, Hampton Beach where we could maybe go out and catch some other music, and Josh is like, nuh-uh, man. He's like, I just drove, 7 hours through the worst storm I've seen, in a long time. We're going to this music show. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? He's like, nah. And he goes and he opens the door, and this boom of music and laughing and fun just like hits us, like an oasis in a freezing cold, wet desert. And he goes in, and my friend Ann, she brings enough attention to herself anyways. There's times we go out where we just walk into a place and they're like, nah, you 3 out, and it's like, we didn't order a drink, what are you doing? So pointing up and pointing at us, and and giving her this and and this, and they're talking, and I'm like, let's just see what he has to say. So he comes out and he's like, look, here's the deal. Take a $20 bill, fold it, about ticket size. We're gonna go in there, you're gonna hand it to the ticket taker girl, we're gonna head up, we're scot-free. So we all kind of reach into our pocket and find a $20 bill, and we're kind of folding it, yay, so, and we go in, I didn't even make eye contact with the girl. I just, thank you. She said, oh, have a nice night. Yes, you know I'm gonna. Up I go, and I just, oh my gosh, we're in. I can't believe this happened. This is gonna happen, you know, after all that. And Calby and Josh were up ahead of us, and there they are at the top of the stairs, and security stopped them. And I was like, oh man, you know, after all that, and that was all Ann needed. She was like, whoop, whoop, I'm out of here. And I was like, no, let's go see what's going on. You know, hey, what's going on? No, we need to see IDs for the bar. Oh, yeah, gladly. So there we were, finally. Live music playing, my buddies surrounding me, having a great night. And it's a night I can't forget. Thank you.